a JAMB Maths question. It says if a point P 2M with the coordinate 2M is the midpoint of the line joining point Q with coordinate Mn and point R with coordinate N minus 4. Find the values of M and N. Just a rough sketch. I could decide to put it on the Cartesian coordinate graph, but I just said let me just put the rough sketch. So this is our line. So we have the line, midpoint of the line joining Q and R. So this is Q and R, and this, let's take this to be our midpoint, right? So the question is find the values of M and N. We are giving some values for the midpoint. So you remember your midpoint formula. Your midpoint formula is this, okay? Half of the x values, half of the sum of the x values of the two extreme ends, okay? And then half of the y values, sum of the y values of the two extreme ends. We are given the 2 and m as the coordinates of the midpoint. The formula for midpoint, which is this. So you see that half m plus n, it creates a set of simultaneous linear equations, right? Half m plus n is 2, okay? Because we are given that basically I'm looking for the coordinates of this point P. And we're given that is 2. So this is our x value and this is our y value. So the midpoint, half m plus n, that's m here plus n here, halfway is 2. N plus minus 4, halfway is m. So equate it, m plus n is 4, or rather half of that. So equate it and then you have simultaneous equations. So we can get this, we've gotten these simultaneous equations, okay, from our formula for midpoint, okay. This is the formula for midpoint here, okay, we just applied it. So half of m plus n is 2, half of n minus 4 is m. Where am I getting this 2 and 4m from? It's given from the question. We are given the coordinates of the midpoint. This is the midpoint of the line. These are the coordinates 2 and m. So equate it, and then you have simultaneous equations which you can easily solve using, possibly you could use, in this case I want to use elimination method. So I'll just rearrange it so that I have m, n, n. So if you add, you see that addition is you add so that you can eliminate n. So add equation 1 and 2 so that you eliminate n, and then you have that m plus 2m is 3m. So m is 0, you get m. So you can substitute 0 for m into any of these and you get n equals to 4. So that's the final answer there.